G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. So here with a Necropolis video. What year is it? Nah. So Necropolis is back with the challenges. I've completed all of them. So maybe expect videos about them. I'm not sure how the reception will be, but this is just one that I want to get out here. It's a solo of the Omega Sentinel on the path that I took for the hashtag 10-year anniversary challenge. Now I want to do this whole path without using Wong. I took him to rank 4 and ascended him because just in case, as a little, safety net. But I never got the 7 stars, so I was like, I don't need you, Wong. I'm going to rank 3 my Sentry and get it. And that was the plan, and that's what I did. So I'm going to crack in here. I have medium rainbow boosts, so, 15% attack, 15% health, and then 20% champion. And I'm fully ramped. I ramped in Titania in 2 revives, and then took out Vision in 3 revives, I think. Could have been 2 though, certainly. 1 or 2, to be honest, if I played well. But I threw a little bit, so yeah. Anyway, this is the Omega Sentinel fight, so let's talk about that. Good thing about Sentry here is that he is Incinerate immune. So no need to worry about those pesky Incinerates getting you if you auto-block Shah. You are completely immune to all that, and yeah, that's just very, very nice. If you don't know how Sentry works, he has 3 phases, which you cycle between, or you stay in one once you're fully ramped. But there is the yellow phase here, which is actually the second phase. We'll get to why in a sec. And he has now the red phase, which I'm in right now. And then he has the kind of grey nothing phase. And what you want to do is get bulwark buffs in each of those phases by doing the attacks that correspond to the phase. So for this phase, the red phase, it is heavy attacks that give you bulwark buffs. Now in all the phases, dexing and parrying give you buffs. And the dexes have a delay, so you can't, if there's like a triple hit special, if it's a 1, 2, 3, you can get all those, but if it's like a beam that's 3 in 1 dex, you won't be able to get that. So yeah, you want to get 20 bulwarks total, and you can then use a special 1 or 2 to convert them into passives and also convert them into charges for that respective phase. So there I just had 15 and I used the special 1 which converted 15 of them into passives and also gave me 15 charges, as you can see in the grey. Now I'm going to use another one here, another special, which will push me over 20, and 20 is what you need to go. So I had 20 of the greys, so then that pushed me into the yellow. And the yellow phase is your medium and light attack phase. So you want to be using mediums and lights to build up your bulwarks. I'm using a lot of heavies there. I'm just kind of preparing for the next phase and refreshing my bus. I'm using a few too many heavies. Could have been quicker by just using mediums and lights, but still a solo, so who cares? But yeah, you can see the burst damage is really starting to add up. How Sentry works is each of his phases have a specific debuff that they apply, up to 10. So in this yellow phase, it is the Withers. In the first grey phase, it is the Exhaustions. And in the heavy phase, which I'm about to be in, it is the Energy Vulnerabilities. And the special one also applies a Halt debuff. And so then when you're hitting in with your corresponding attack in the yellow or the red phase, it deals burst damage. So here, heavy, see how there's 2 numbers? That was a 75,000 crit, and also I think it was about 60k red number. It was pretty quick. Yeah, 59,000 red. Like, what is that? One hit of the heavy is dealing like 120,000 damage. One hit of the heavy, let's just make sure that's clear. So he has 2 hits on the heavy. If the second one crits and you're fully ramped against this Omega Sentinel, you are literally dealing 150,000 damage just on that second hit. So now she's getting a couple armor ups, so my damage is a little bit neutered, but still for the most part, 150,000 damage per crit. There, it is a little bit down to about 90, but still, it's very, very good. And as I said, Incinerate immune, so do not worry about the Incinerates on the auto block. And also, as another good thing, here we are, more sustainability, we have regen on the special 3. Now this just takes him from insane to ridiculous. Look at that regen. Like, what? How can this champ have so much damage and so much sustain? And another good thing about the special 3 is that if you activate it, it doesn't convert the bulwark passives. When it makes the passives, it doesn't also add them to your charge counter. See how in the red, I'm at 0 on the top left? That is because I didn't convert any of them. Now, if you used a special 1 or a special 2 with Bulwark buffs, it would increase that counter by however many buffs you transferred. But since you use special 3, it just converts them all instead into regen buffs, which is just crazy for sustain and also for staying in the damage phase that you prefer for that specific fight. So yeah, that's another thing. He can choose whether to be, or, well, you can choose whether to be in red or yellow. So if you wanted to be dealing damage on the basic hits, you choose yellow. If you want to be dealing damage on the heavies, you choose red. Now, if you're at 6 plus persistent charges, now they can be seen top left, you know, to the right of his eyeballs, that little where the persistent charge thing is, or you can also see them as a little star blue icon, you know, where his buffs and passives are. So if he's at more than 6, he can do a medium and then a heavy, like you just saw there, and then so that lets you chain heavies against the wall very, very easily, even on specials that push you further away. See there, like I don't need to there, I could just heavy chain, but if you're a little bit further, medium, get some distance back, heavy, chain. There you go, beautiful. It's just very, very satisfying of a loop to be doing, and I'm so glad that I took him up to rank 3. He's really, really fun and super effective for this really hard stuff, but he's also good for just regular questing. Now, you know, you won't be taking him into little beta quests, I wouldn't say, but bigger and stronger quests where, you know, you have that time to either... Actually, even if it's a really, really small quest, you know, you're killing the opponent quickly, it doesn't matter anyway. But for harder stuff, you know, where health pools, they're climbing up. Like, Act 9.2 is going to have... I don't know, but I feel like they'd be close to a million. Nah, probably not. Maybe they'd have like, you know, 800k, 700k just on the paths. But, you know, you do get the nodes and everything. But the crazy thing is how quickly a fully ramped Sentry can delete, you know, a million health. Like these heavy attacks. Now, again, Omega Sentinel has the armors. So she is reducing the amount of damage you're able to deal here. Even by blocking the special 1, you know, to remove some of those. So here's 0 armor ups to be crit. Beautiful, there we go. 125,000 damage just for critting on one of the hits. That was, if she didn't have any armor ups there, that was 2 crits in a row, you know. I just really want to hammer home how satisfying it is to play this champ. I saw nothing but hate when he first, you know, when the first announcement came out of his buff or rework. I'm going to call it a rework because a lot of people were saying he's trash, man. That's not a buff. Like, he was bad and now he's just still bad. But no, he's really, really good if you lean into his playstyle. Don't take him into Battlegrounds. Don't be like, you know, oh man, I timed out against this Sasquatch in Battlegrounds. And yet, if there was a Sasquatch in here, he'd kill him in, you know, 5 minutes. You know, 8 million health Sasquatch in about 5 minutes if you're fully ramped up. So that's just crazy. And again, another thing about this is I have no synergies. I've seen that there is the Mr. Fantastic synergy, which a lot of people use with She-Hulk. It's the Power Sting one, where any debuff that you inflicts a Power Sting as well. And every single hit that Sentry does that's in one of his phases inflicts... Oh, that was a bit of a boo-boo. So there I made a mistake of trying to heavy chain off an auto-blocked medium, which is not very smart. So if you want my advice, my pro tip, right, only try to heavy chain if you actually connect with the medium attack. You're welcome. That one I'll give away for free. So here though, you'll be able to hopefully... Ooh, I might kill her. Nah, okay, yeah. So here, now keeping in mind, she will be hitting my block. But I'm at 18% health, yeah, and I've just used it, so, you know, hitting my block, taking away some health. I'm probably going to kill her before I'm even going to get to showcase this region, aren't I? Yeah, I think so. No, it might be okay. Okay, so there we go. I was at 18. Well, I'm dead, but that was 20% regen with, you know, taking a couple of blocked hits and stuff. But it's just so sustainable because you won't generally be taking full combos to the face. You know, if you're taking full combos, that's when you want him awakened. If I had him awakened there, I would have been fine because I was only hit with basic attacks, no specials. I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, 8 minutes and 3 seconds for an Omega Sentinel solo. I think it's pretty good. He's just crazy for this whole thing. I used him for the whole path. He did every single fight. You know, he's not Aegon. You're not spamming revives that aggressively, but he's not Wong either, where every single fight is so easy on this path that I took here. There were a couple of problem fights which I can get into later if you want to see that. But for now, I'm just going to leave it here at the Omega Sentinel solo. So if you do enjoy this and you want to see more, please do let me know in the comments and help me with like, comment, subscription, all that good stuff. I do appreciate it a lot. Trying to hit 1,000 subs, so smash that button and upvote and all that stuff. So cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.